Okay, so in the next couple of videos we're talking about parabolas and circles again, but the only difference is this time the vertex of a parabola and the center of a circle does not have to be at 0, 0. So everything else is pretty much going to stay the same. It's just we're going to modify our equations just a little bit to account for what if the vertex is not at 0, 0 for a parabola, what if the center of the circle is not at 0, 0. So here, parabolas and circles are curves that are formed by the intersection of a plane, which a plane is a flat sheet of paper, and a double nate cone. So that's what I've illustrated here. These shapes are called conic sections. They're called conic sections because they're made from cones. So here, if I take a plane, which is a flat sheet of paper, and cut the cone horizontally, I make a circle. If I cut it at an angle, I make a parabola. In the following videos, when we talked about parabolas and circles, we use the point H, K to represent the vertex and the center. We're going to do the exact same thing here. The only difference is we're not going to be stuck at 0, 0. So, if you have a parabola with a horizontal axis of symmetry, our equation that we had before when it was at 0, 0, at vertex 0, 0, our equation was before y squared equals 4px. Now, we're not at 0, 0. We're at any point h, k for our vertex, anywhere on the graph. So now, this is our new equation. Our old equation, the vertex was at 0, 0. So you can see how these two are very similar. Y is still getting squared, x is still not squared. The only difference is we have to account for that shift where the vertex is living on the graph. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If we have a vertical axis of symmetry, again, when we're talking about the vertical, when we're talking about the vertex living at the origin, 0, 0, our equation was x squared equals 4py. Now that our vertex does not have to be at 0, 0, our vertex can be anywhere h, k, then what it is we have, this is the new equation. This is the old. So again, you can see we have x is still getting squared, y is still staying the same. The only difference is our vertex is not stuck at 0, 0. It can be anywhere on the graph, h, k. And then finally for a circle, what we just saw a few videos ago was that if the center was at 0, 0, then the circle was x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Now in the new equation, everything's pretty much the same. We have x squared, y squared, r squared. The only difference is we have to take into the account the center of the circle is no longer stuck at 0, 0. It can be anywhere on the graph, h, k. So essentially, for all of these problems, everything is staying almost identical the same, but we just have to know exactly where the vertex for parabolas is or where the center for the circle is. So an example. So this was just definitions getting us started. In the next videos, what we're going to do is actually talk about creating these equations. So it might seem a little confusing right now, but once we do the examples, hopefully it'll clear things up for you. So just be patient.